Hi, I'm Bob Grip, and welcome to the second semifinal match of the 2015 HiQ season, sponsored by New Horizons Credit Union. Today's match features teams from Murphy, Bryant, and the home team, McGill Tulane Catholic. The questions you're going to hear this morning are prepared in 16 categories by educators throughout the country who are all experts in their fields. They try to make the questions equally challenging. Here's how the points are awarded. In a regular category, each team will receive its own question in that area. The team will then have 15 seconds and 4 opportunities to answer. A correct answer on the first try is worth 4 points. Each time an incorrect answer is given, it's worth 1 less point. And if the team misses it entirely, either of the other 2 teams can gain 1 point with a correct answer. And I'll explain some of the other scoring as we go on. Now, as the faculty advisors and the supporting team members return to their seats, I'd like to tell you that the coordinator for HiQ and the producer of today's competition is Julie Harper. Our equipment managers are Joe Mills and Wendell Lewis. We'll start with current events. McGill, here's your question. Seinfeld co-creator and Curb Your Enthusiasm star Larry David is making his Broadway debut in March. Give the name of the play in which he stars. Five seconds.
Map of the Stars.
Try again. Bryant.
Fish in the Dark.
Fish in the Dark is right. 1 point. Bryant, your question. Give the number of solar panels at the Desert Sunlight Solar Farm in the Mojave Desert.
3,200.
Try again.
100,000.
Try again.
50,000.
Try again.
10,000.
Nope. Teams wait for the buzzer if you know the answer. Don't buzz in early. Murphy.
3,800.
Sorry. McGill. Go ahead.
500 million.
8 million. 8 million was the answer. We would have gotten there eventually. Murphy, your question. The first season of this British drama about the disappearance of a young boy developed a cult following in the U.S. What is the name of this drama?
Broadchurch.
Right, 4 points. Very good. All right, McGill, your question now in American history. In May of 1775, a small colonial force led by Ethan Allen and Benedict Arnold seized 2 British garrisons on the lakes of Upper New York. The American troops secured much-needed gunpowder and artillery for the siege at Boston. One British fort captured was Crown Point. Name the other fort.
Fort Ticonderoga.
That's right. 4 points. Bryant. A rapidly developing American economy combined with a reduction in the population of England led to a crisis in the early 1730s. Forced to find non-English trading partners, American colonists turned to the French West Indies. An act of the British Parliament put an end to this trade. Name this act.
Sugar Act.
Try again.
Unlawful Trade Act.
Try again.
Stamp Act.
Nope. McGill Tulane.
Embargo Act of 1807.
Sorry, Murphy.
Molasses Act.
Yes, the Molasses Act. 1 point for Murphy. Murphy, your question. The Pilgrims of Plymouth were fortunate to have capable leaders. Prominent among them was a self-taught scholar who read Hebrew, Greek, Latin, French, and Dutch. He was chosen as governor in 30 annual elections. Give me the last name of this man.
Bradford.
Right, William Bradford. 4 points, correct. Topic is biology now. Back to our home team. Identify the figure that represents how usable energy diminishes as it flows through an ecosystem. Five seconds.
Carbon chart.
Try again.
Carbon graph.
Try again.
Energy chart.
No. Murphy?
Energy pyramid.
Yes, energy pyramid is right. 1 point for Murphy. Bryant, your question. Pennsylvanian ponds contained a thermocline during midsummer when a zone carbon dioxide in the air transmits radiant energy from the sun but traps another kind of light. Identify the kind of light that is also known as heat and creates the greenhouse effect.
Infrared.
That's right, 4 points. And Murphy, identify the biogeochemical cycle that does not have an atmospheric component and often limits plant growth.
Phosphorus.
That's right, 4 points. All right, time for our first toss-up of the match. It's in sports, so teams, hands on your buzzers. First team to push its buzzer answers first. 4 points for a correct answer and only one answer per team. So, here's your sports question, teams. The final round of the Mitsubishi Electric Golf Championship was held on January 20th, 2013 at the Honolulu Golf Course in Hawaii. Give the last name of the winner who won the championship. Bryant.
Mickelson.
Sorry, I'll continue. Won the championship in a playoff. McGill or McGill?
Scott.
No. Murphy? It was John Cook. John Cook. No points on our toss-up. Literature is our topic. To McGill now. In Truman Capote's short story titled A Mink of One's Own, Mrs. Munson looks forward to visiting with an old friend who sells her a fur coat. This friend had been in Paris when the Germans marched in. Identify the U.S. state in which Mrs. Munson's friend had lived after her return from Europe.
California.
That's right, 4 points. Bryant. In Alice Munro's short story titled Miles City, Montana, tell how old the narrator's childhood friend was the year he died in a drowning accident.
6.
Try again.
5.
Try again.
7.
Try again.
4.
Nope. Teams, wait for the buzzer if you'd like to answer. Don't buzz in early because then you go last. McGill.
8 years old.
That's right. 1 point. And Murphy, your question in literature. In Louis L'Amour's short story titled Big Medicine, old Billy Dunbar had 2 burros with him as he panned for gold. One burro was named Jenny. Give the name of the other burro.
Julie.
That's right, 4 points. All right, now we're going to change the rules a little bit. We're going to ask some questions in math. And in math, each team will have 60 seconds to answer its question. And every team gets a copy of every question for possible bonus points. So, first question goes exclusively to McGill. Everyone open your yellow math envelopes, please. Find the sum of the 2 values for Q so that the point 6Q has a distance of 5 from the point T, 3, 6. Your answer should be an integer. "30 seconds left for McGill to give 4 possible answers. "10 seconds.
10.
Try again.
12.
Yes, 3 points, 12. Next math question goes to Bryant. Everyone open your red math envelopes, please. The real numbers h and k are such that the 2 lines, which are graphs of x equals 1/5 y plus h and that y equals 1/5 x plus k respectively, intersect at the point q, 10, 5. What is the value as an integer of h plus k? "30 seconds left. 10 seconds.
Ten,
Try again.
8,
Try again.
6,
Try again.
4,
Nope.
2.
Murphy.
7.
No. McGill.
12.
12 is right. All right, next math question goes to Murphy. Everyone open your blue math envelopes. For the function g, whose value at a real number x is 2 to the power of negative 3 times x, all times the square root of the quantity 38 minus 2 times the quantity x plus 5, provided this calculation is defined and gives a real number. With these restrictions, what is the largest real number in the domain of the function g? Thirty seconds left. Ten seconds.
2 to the 15th times the square root of 38.
Try again. Bryant?
11,
No. McGill?
2.
No. 14. 14 was the answer. No points. All right, back to some 15-second questions now. Shakespeare is the topic. McGill is the team. In Measure for Measure, after they are unable to hang Barnardine, the provost informs the Duke that this person, a most notorious pirate, a man of Claudio's years, his beard and head just of his color, has died. Give the name of the person the provost is describing.
Rigazine.
Right, 4 points. Bryant, your question in Shakespeare. In the Comedy of Errors, in Act 4, Scene 3, after Antipholus of Syracuse meets this character, he yells, "Satan, avoid! I charge thee, tempt me not." Give the name of this character he meets just prior to yelling this.
Luciana,
Try again.
Adriana,
Try again.
Angelo,
Try again. McGill.
Quidizian.
Right. Very good. All right, Murphy. In Love's Labour's Lost, this character presents the letter written by Barone to Rosalind to the king, stating, "I beseech your grace, let this letter be read. Our pardon misdoubts it. 'Twas treason," he said. Give the name of this character.
Boyett,
Try again.
Costard,
Try again.
Byron,
Try again. Okay, McGill or Bryant? Bryant.
the king,
No. McGill.
Holofernes.
No. Jaquinetta. That was the person we needed. No points. Topic now is geography. Back to McGill. A cape forms the most southwesterly point in Portugal. It is a landmark for ships traveling to or from the Mediterranean Sea. Give the name of this cape.
Gibraltar.
Try again.
Cape of Lisbon.
Try again.
Portugal Rock.
Try again.
Cape of Good Hope.
No. Bryant.
Cape St. Vincent,
That's right. 1 point. Bryant, your question now. In January of 2000, when a gold mine accidentally released cyanide into the Tisda River, 80% of the fish in the river were killed and the water supply of the area was threatened. Give the name of the Eastern European country in which this environmental disaster occurred.
Romania,
Right, 4 points. Switzerland specializes in a particular service industry to the world. This is perhaps one reason why the Swiss have refused to engage in wars over the years. Name this industry.
Mercenaries.
Try again.
Fishing.
Try again. McGill?
Banking.
Banking is right. Banking. All right, we are halfway through our competition in a very good match as we expected. Bryant has 10 points, Murphy has 18, McGill is in the lead with 19 points.
Need a loan for a newer used car, truck, RV, ATV, or even home? A credit union's the way to go. We're New Horizons Credit Union, the largest local credit union in Southwest Alabama, where your deposits help a neighbor purchase a car or home. It goes right back into our local economy. So if you live, work, worship, or go to school in Southwest Alabama, don't send your money to Mississippi or Florida. Go local. Join New Horizons Credit Union. We have roots here, not just branches.
Good luck, teams. McGill, here's your question in chemistry. Give the name of the element formed when potassium undergoes electron capture. Five seconds.
Helium.
Try again. Bryant.
Argon.
Argon is right. 1 point for Bryant. All right, Bryant, here's your question in chemistry. Give the number of hydroxide ions in the soluble complex ion that forms when solid zinc hydroxide reacts with a strong base.
Two.
Try again.
1.
Try again.
3.
Try again.
5.
Nope. Teams wait for the buzzer. McGill.
4.
Yes, 4 is right. All right, Murphy, your question. Give the name of the element with the largest electron affinity.
Fluorine.
What was it again?
Fluorine.
No. Try again. Oh, sorry. McGill.
Fluoride.
No. Bryant.
Germanium.
No. Chlorine. Chlorine. No points. Art history to McGill. Bobbly Gardens was designed in 1618 by Alfonso Parigi the Younger. This garden includes an ornamental island in the center of a small lake. Give the name of the Italian city in which this picturesque garden is located.
Venice,
Try again.
Rome,
Try again.
Naples,
Try again.
Florence,
Yes. Florence, 1 point. Bryant. Most European churches have a small, rounded structure that rises from the top of a larger dome, as seen in the Church of San Lorenzo in Turin. This type of small dome may also adorn the top of the roof of other buildings as well. Give the name of this type of small dome.
Facade.
Try again. McGill.
a drum,
No. Murphy.
Oculus.
No. A cupola. No points on that. Murphy. This artist was a hugely successful interpreter of Venetian Rococo. She displayed an unequaled ability to capture the delicacy of her era and earn countless commissions from members of the European elite. Give the last name of this artist whose portrait painting talent is evident in such works as Portrait of a Lady. Five seconds. McGill.
Gentileschi.
No. Bryant. No. Carrera. Carrera, no points. Time for team choice. Before our match began this morning, each team chose the subject it wanted to be quizzed on. There's 4 points for a correct answer, but the catch in team choice is there's only one answer per team. So teams, if I rule the original team's answer wrong, you can buzz in immediately. And you get 2 points instead of 1, so you can catch up if you like. McGill, you chose Shakespeare as your topic. Again, a reminder to you and me that it's one answer. In King Henry IV, Part 2, this character schemes with Snare and Hostess quickly to arrest Falstaff, stating, "Snare, we must arrest Sir John Falstaff." Name this character.
Fang.
Right, 4 points. Bryant, you chose geography, again, just one answer. Vaduz is the capital of a small country of only 62 square miles. This country lies entirely in the Alps and is surrounded Switzerland to its west and Austria to its east. Give me the name of this country.
Liechtenstein.
Right, 4 points. Murphy, you chose literature. Again, just one answer. In Truman Capote's short story titled A Thanksgiving Visitor, one of the narrator's elderly aunts, named Mrs. Mary Taylor Wheelwright, was famous for her banana pudding recipe. Tell how old Mrs. Wheelwright was in 1934, the year she was trampled by a bull in a pasture and died.
105.
That's right, 4 points. Okay, teams, hands on your buzzers. Time for our second toss-up of the match. This time it's in American history. So as soon as you think you know the answer, buzz in, you get 4 points. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth, English buccaneers plundered Spanish treasure ships and settlements, even though England and Spain were technically at peace. Give the term that identifies these pirate-like privateers. Murphy.
Barbary pirates.
No. McGill or Bryant? McGill.
Buccaneers?
No. Bryant?
Mercenaries.
Sea dogs. That was the answer we needed. No points on our toss-up. Topic now is physics. McGill? For an object undergoing uniformly accelerated motion, the physical quantity to which the area under a velocity versus time graph is equal. Give the name of this quantity.
Distance.
Try again.
Position.
Try again.
Acceleration.
Try again. Murphy.
Time.
No. Bryant. No. Go ahead.
Speed.
Displacement. That's what we needed. No points. Bryant. Name the light phenomenon characterized by the index of refraction being wavelength dependent. Five seconds. Murphy.
Light spectrum.
No. McGill?
Snell's law?
No. Dispersion. Murphy, here's your question in physics. Give the name of the device useful for analyzing light sources consisting of a large number of equally spaced parallel slits.
Spectrometer.
Try again. McGill.
Diffraction grate.
That's right. Very good. All right. Topic now is American government. Back to McGill. One of our democratic principles is that our government organization is built like a pyramid with a chain of command running from top to bottom. Give the two-word term for this principle.
Hierarchy principle?
Try again. Bryant?
Bureaucratic hierarchy.
No. Murphy?
Government bureaucracy.
No. Hierarchical authority or authoritative hierarchy. Could have accepted either one. Bryant? In the Federalist Paper number 71, one of our founding fathers suggested that 4 years was a long enough period for a president to have gained experience, demonstrated his abilities, and established stable policies. Thusly, they settled on a 4-year term of office. Give me the first and the last name of this man.
Alexander Hamilton.
That's right, 4 points. Murphy. The Senate defeated the treaty to annex Texas in 1845. So, President Tyler brought about annexation using a different method. President McKinley annexed Hawaii in 1898 using the same tactic. Give the phrase that describes the tactic used by these two presidents to pass these failed treaties.
Recess annexation.
Try again.
Annexation by states.
No, so try again. Bryant buzzed in early. McGill.
Executive agreement.
Sorry, Bryant.
Executive order.
No, Congressional Joint Resolution or Joint Resolution of Congress. No points on that. World history is a topic. In the early 1800s, some citizens of India demanded reform in their tradition practices. A well-educated Indian believed that if their practices remain unchanged, India would continue to be controlled by foreign countries. The writings of this man inspired other reformers to urge adoption of Western ways. Give me the last name of this man.
Gandhi.
Try again.
Sepoy.
Try again. Okay, Bryant or Murphy? Anybody want to buzz in here? It's Roy. Last name was Roy. Bryant, your question. In 1847, an act passed by the British Parliament helped working women and children by limiting the number of hours per day that they could labor in factories each day. Give the maximum number of hours that women and children could work per day according to this act.
10.
That's right, 4 points. Murphy, your question. After Japan's victory over China in the Sino-Japanese War, Russia and Japan became the major political parties in Eastern Asia. Eventually, in 1904, Japan launched a surprise attack on the Russians anchored off the coast of this area. Give the name of this area.
Balkans.
Try again.
Black Sea.
Try again.
Arctic Sea.
Nope. McGill Tulin.
Manchuria.
Manchuria is right, 1 point. Everybody open your white math envelopes now. Karen leaves Reno at 12:45 p.m., traveling a constant 72 miles an hour on the interstate. Tom leaves the same point in Reno 15 minutes later at 1 p.m., going in the same direction, traveling a constant 75 miles an hour on the same interstate. How much time will elapse in hours after Tom begins driving before the cars are 51 miles apart? Hint, it's too long before a rest stop will be needed. Seconds. Bryant.
6 hours.
Sorry. Nobody has an answer? McGill?
45 minutes.
Nope. Murphy?
2 hours.
23 hours. 23 hours. Our score, Murphy with 22, Bryant with 23, advancing to the finals, McGill Tulin.